fellow cinephysiasts. My name is Christina, and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today is my segment I like to call What's on Netflix, where I tell you what's on Netflix that maybe you've never heard of, or maybe has a low rating. Today, I am not reviewing a movie, it's another stand-up special, and it's another special by my favorite comedian, Jen Kirkman, and it is called Just Keep Livin? At the end. Jen Kirkman, I absolutely adore her. I've seen her a bunch of times live. Her comedy is just super funny, and she has another comedy special on here that I've reviewed that's called I'm Gonna Die Alone and I Feel Fine. There's something about Jen Kirkman's humor that I totally relate to and I totally love. She talks about, like, you know, not wanting kids, which I think is fantastic. She wrote an entire book called I Can Barely Take Care of Myself, where she's like, I don't want kids. She talks about that in this new special as well. Totally funny. And she talks about, like, growing up Catholic in Boston and just all kinds of stuff. And in this special, in Just Keep Livin, she talks about if men were to get their periods. That's one of her storylines. And oh my god, it's so funny. Like, she says what we're all thinking, and she articulates it so well. She says it the clearest out of all of us, I think. And it's fantastic. You just want to, like, go up and just clap by yourself in your room and be like, thank you for saying this. And she talks about a whole bunch of other stuff, and I like any story that she tells is hilarious. It's just so true. One of my favorite stories that she did was the opening bit. It was saying that she started meditating. She has a meditation chair, which is just a normal chair in her house, and she didn't go at a green light and some guy yelled at her, and she just keeps going, because I'm better than him, I meditated today. And it escalates from there. The story's like, she pulls over and she's like, I meditated today, motherfucker! Another joke she tells is that somebody was saying she went to Italy and somebody told her, it was like, oh, ISIS is out there, and she's like, ISIS? I'm not afraid of ISIS. I'm a woman. I am more afraid of the men that are around than I am of ISIS, or something like that. Great joke. Just go watch it and get the full effect, because obviously I'm not telling it right. What I really like about Jen Kirkman is that she's a very, very good storyteller. She's able to tell it so, like, with just great ease and, like, almost seriousness, and then she pulls you back in with a joke. And, you know, yes, some of her comedy is a little bit like, whoa, but there's just so much fun in it, and it's really not hurtful. And she's neurotic, like a lot of her stories. She's a very neurotic person, and it just comes out, all her neurosis that she has. She talks about being a hypochondriac, and so it starts off in, like, the present, and then she goes back to when she was younger and when she started realizing what sex was, and, you know, like, how in school they talked about, like, don't have sex, you'll get pregnant, and how she was afraid of that, and then how it led up to a visit to her gynecologist. I love this, and it was really cool. This special is special to me because last April I actually got to meet Jen Kirkman after one of her shows that she did in Brooklyn, and I told her that I had reviewed her special and that she liked it on Twitter. Stupid me saying that, because I'm sure she didn't watch it, but it was okay, and I told her that. And she goes, oh, if you liked my special on Netflix and you like this show, I'm filming another one in September. Come see me in September. And I was at this Just Keep Livin taping. I was so excited to be there. I was so excited to see her, and I was really, really looking forward to seeing these jokes again, to hearing it again, and just, like, reliving being at that show and seeing a comedy special being taped. He can't see me. I am, like, I stood all the way to the right side of the stage, and I was standing the entire time, and I was actually standing by the camera, so don't even try and look for me, you can't even see me. But it was one of the best shows of hers I have seen, and I really just adore Jen Kirkman. I really like her comedy. I like her as a person. Her podcast, I Seem Fun, is fantastic. Her books, I Can Barely Take Care of Myself, and I Know What I'm Doing. They're really, really fun reads, especially I Can Barely Take Care of Myself. So go give Jen Kirkman some love. Go watch Just Keep Living and I'm Gonna Die Alone and I Feel Fine. They're two of my favorite comedy specials. I mean, I'm like super biased here, but I've watched a lot. I've watched a lot of other comedians, and Jen Kirkman just always has my heart. She has my funny bone. She has all of my laughs constantly, and all of my admiration. So that was my review of the Jen Kirkman comedy special on Netflix, Just Keep Living, ? At the end. If you like this review, or mostly rambling, please give this review a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below if you too are a fan of Jen Kirkman, and if there's any other comedy specials you think I should watch on Netflix, leave them there. And if I review the comedy special or even movies, leave your movie suggestions down there that I should watch on Netflix. And if I pick your movie or comedy special and I watch it and I review it, I will give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future Let's Get Reelz movie reviews, or Netflix movie or comedy or documentary reviews. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.